Hi, everyone. My name is Katie Cleary, and I am a program manager at Magic. And I am here with Anya, our wonderful mentee from Menlo School, and her mentor, Bishakha. And we're just going to be speaking for the next few minutes about their semester working together. So, Anya, if you could start off by introducing yourself.
Hi, my name is Anya. I'm a freshman at Menlo School, and I've participated in the Magic program talking about genetic engineering in the medical industry.
Wonderful. And Bishakha, would you mind introducing yourself as well?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Bishakha. I'm an associate advisor at Science Philanthropy Alliance. And this session, I had the privilege of mentoring Anya on her project.
Thank you both so much. Again, I just want to congratulate you, Anya, on such a wonderful semester of work and your amazing presentation. I just was so impressed by your ability to break down difficult science concepts and explain them to the audience. Can you give us just a quick snapshot of your project and why you chose it?
Yeah, so my project, as I said, was about genetic engineering in the medical industry. And throughout my project, I had three main goals, where one, I did research about DNA, RNA, genetic engineering, and specifically looking into the CRISPR-Cas9 technology. The second part of my project was applying my knowledge to a DNA experiment in which I conducted in my lab, where I extracted DNA from a strawberry and was able to visualize that. And then the third part of my project, which is still ongoing, where I will be shadowing a scientist in their lab. And that's just to have some real life experience and what a day in the life looks like.
Mhm. Did your research take you in a direction that maybe you weren't expecting at the beginning of the semester?
Yeah, 100%. When I began the semester, I came in mind with an idea that I wanted to do something around biotech. But then it was Bishaka who really helped me narrow down this interest based off of past experiences and kind of what I've been exposed to, that I knew that I wanted to do genetic engineering. So from there, throughout research, I first started off with the basics and I discovered the technology called CRISPR. And when I found out about it, I immediately knew that's what I wanted to do for the project. It's just so revolutionary. It's so inspiring to me. So yeah, I knew from then.
Wonderful. And so can you just tell us just a quick um, snapshot of what CRISPR is?
Yeah, so CRISPR is a gene editing tool in which it's actually the CRISPR-Cas9 mechanism, in where it goes in the Cas9, it cuts the protein, and then it comes back out, and this is with the whole CRISPR mechanism with guide RNAs and everything. And then from there, scientists take out the DNA, and we can insert DNA, edit it, and the part of the DNA that's taken out is the mutated DNA, which often causes defects. And as I talked about in my presentation, I focus on sickle cell anemia, and which is a defect in the gene that causes the hemoglobin to produce abnormally.
So did working on this project, did it change your perspective on gene editing at all?
100%. I think that the one conversation that me and Bishaka had that really was transformative for me was surprisingly surrounding the ethics of gene editing, because it was something that brought new ideas to me to light. Because for me, it's pretty straightforward for me. Like science, like is what I want to do. And the advancement of science is really important to me. But then it's also important to think about, because you're making such revolutionary work, you also have to think about how it's not only affecting your field, but also affecting everyone else around you. And so those ethical considerations that scientists have to take just made the work that they do so much more groundbreaking to me, and also gave me more insight into the aspects that you have to consider as a scientist.
Wonderful. And Bishaka, Anya has mentioned you several times, and just the conversations that the two of you have had in helping her not only narrow her scope, but consider things that maybe she hadn't before around gene editing. So, what are some conversations that you can recall from the semester that you found impactful?
I think all the conversations, I would say. I will start by saying like Anya is really curious. So she would like, I would give her some links to like go through, and she would have a lot of questions on each of those areas that she studied. And that really drove the conversation. even for ethics, that came out of one of the articles that she read and that mentioned ethics for CRISPR and genetic engineering. And we delved into a conversation just from there. And Anya was really open to a conversation, even though it wasn't like super focused on the science, but also on how science affects society. And that is something that I really enjoyed doing. And I really liked the way Anya took on this challenge of understanding the impact of science on society.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Anya, after your semester of working with Bishakha and focusing on, how science can impact society, what is something that maybe you would tell someone who didn't know much about the STEM field, and was just learning, wanted to learn a bit more? What's something that you would tell them?
I would tell them to really just ask every question, no matter how silly it sounds, because like when I was starting out just learning about science, it was really hard for me to kind of understand what people were talking about. And I thought, oh, this person knows what they're doing, but I don't. But then making sure that you have a good understanding of one, what you're learning, and always asking questions. I think that's the main thing, as Vishaka mentioned, that drove our conversations, that being curious and asking questions is what, one, narrows down your interests and your curiosities and gives you an insight into your own beliefs and ideas, but two, also drives others and challenges you to find deeper meaning and explore them deeper.
Wonderful. And, looking back at your magic experience, what is something that you would tell, maybe classmates or, students next year who might consider joining magic? What would you tell them about your experience?
I would tell them that it was magical. um, I mean, like truly, I think that the mentorship system is so amazing that I feel so lucky to be able to be part of this program where I met with someone who has the same passion for science that I do, and it's almost like a glimpse into the future of saying, like, it's an inspiration to say, this is what I can be in the future, this is what I can do. And so for someone who's either looking to join the magic program or in it already, give it your all. This program like truly deserves like give it your all, give it your best shot because that's how you're gonna get the most out of it. I mean, I could have done the bare minimum and I could have done bare minimum work and I wouldn't have gotten the same results, same satisfaction, and same learning experience that I have now.
Well, it's very clear from hearing the two of you speak about your work together and the presentation that gave that you did not do just the bare minimum. It truly was a magical presentation, pun intended. And again, just congratulations on a wonderful semester of work, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much.